Welcome to the Critical Thinking Strategy for Unit 6. The strategy for this unit is making judgments. Making judgments means deciding what we think is right and what is wrong. Making judgments is one way we make decisions. When we think something is right, we think it is okay to do. When we think something is wrong, we think it is not okay. A judgment is a personal opinion. Your judgment may be the same as or different from another person's judgment. Our judgments come from our values, our personal beliefs about what is important. We develop our values from our life experiences. For example, the important lessons we learn from our parents, from our education, and from our lives. Our values help us decide what is right and what is wrong. But we also need facts and information to make good, fair judgments. Being able to make good judgments is important for many kinds of situations. For example, in a class, you may need to share your opinion with your classmates in a discussion or with your teacher in a writing assignment. If you use facts, information, and your life experiences to make a judgment, you can feel confident it is probably a good and fair judgment. It is also helpful in your career or professional life. People who can make good judgments are often promoted to higher positions more quickly. What does judgment mean? A judgment is an opinion based on thinking about something carefully. When we make a judgment, we decide whether we think something is right or wrong. When we make a judgment, it's important to remember that other people may have different opinions. It's helpful to listen and be open to other ideas. Remember, it is their values and life experiences that give them their opinions. To make a good, fair judgment, you need to 1. Think about your personal values and beliefs. 2. Use facts and information to form your opinion. And 3. Listen and be open to others' opinions. Now it's your turn to practice. Let's look at making judgments in order to make a decision. For example, when we decide which products to buy or which brand to use. How do you make a decision? Of course, you think about the price, and you also think about the style and the quality. But what do you value? These values represent your situation and life. They will help you make a judgment on buying the product. Do you need to think about the company's values as well? For example, does the company do something to help people? Does the company treat its employees well? Are the products safe for the environment? These are some of the judgments people make when they decide which products to buy or which brands to use. Let's say you're going to buy some shampoo. Which of these is something you make a judgment about? Whether the company has a convenient location, whether it uses animals to test products or has a good price, or whether it sells products online. Did you choose whether the company uses animals to test products and if the company sells the product at a good price? That's correct. You do not need to make a judgment about the location of the company or whether it sells products online. Do you remember what else is important when you make a judgment? That's right. Getting facts and information to help you make good, fair judgments. Remember, different people will have different values, so it's important to be open to others' opinions. Let's recap today's lesson. We've been talking about the critical thinking strategy of making judgments. Making judgments means deciding what we think is right or wrong. We often make judgments when we make decisions. To make a good, fair judgment, we combine our personal values with facts and information. We also remember that others have different opinions. Thanks for listening.